Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I'm just going to do a quick comparison between the Lenovo Tab M11, which was recently released, and then the Honor Pad X9, which has been out since last year. The Lenovo Tab M11 costs £199 currently in the UK, and it comes with the pen. And then the Honor Pad X9 costs anywhere between £150 to £160, and then Honor themselves have regular discounts on the tablet, so you can always take advantage of those. So we'll jump in straight to see what we get with each tablet. So with the Lenovo Tab M11, we get the tablet, of course, get some paperwork, we get the SD card tray ejecting pin, USB-C charging cable, and then the Tab pen, which also comes with 2 replaceable tips. For the Honor Pad X9, we'll have a quick look. We get the tablet itself, bunch of paperwork, and then your USB-C charging cable, and that's it. So for the Tab M11 design and build, we can see we got the volume rocker buttons there on the side, a microphone, and then the SD card tray. Around the bottom, we got 2 speakers, headphone jack, and the USB-C port. On the left side, nothing. And then around the top, another 2 speakers with the lock/power button. Around the front, facing camera, unibody metal design all around, so feels nice in the hand. No magnet attachment for your pens. For the Honor Pad X9, we'll have a quick look at what we're dealing with here. So we have the lock button and volume rocker buttons on the side, again with the microphone there. Around the bottom, we've got 2 speakers here and the USB-C charge port. On the left side, there's another 2 speakers there. And then around the top, another 2 speakers, so 6 in total. Front-facing camera, unibody metal design again with the rear camera. So for the display on the Tab M11, we're working with an 11-inch IPS LCD panel. Highest brightness on here is at 400 nits. Dim's quite low, and 400 nits isn't too bright anyway, but viewing angles, what we'd expect from an LCD display. Slight shift in brightness there maybe, and a bit of color temperature change you can see. Outdoor viewing is okay, nothing that good to be honest. In direct sunlight it suffers quite a bit. Can't see the screen at all to be honest. We'll check out the Tab pen, which is absolutely fine for general note taking. This tablet is aimed at children and, for education purposes, so they can doodle, draw, things like that, but for more intricate tasks you need something else. Wideband level 1 supported on Netflix, so that's good to see. So you get full HD playback on Netflix and other apps. And then YouTube, the highest resolution playback is at 1080p. For the Honor Pad X9, we're working with the 11.5 inches IPS LCD panel. This is at 120 Hz versus the 90 Hz on the Tab M11. Dim's quite low, and peak brightness on here is the same as the Tab M11 at 400 nits. We have screen refresh rate you can pick, so 120 Hz if you want it, or standard. YouTube playback on here is 1080p, the same as the Tab M11, but absolutely fine for media consumption. Colors look good on this panel, pretty much the same screen wise for both tablets. So for the Tab M11, we have 4 speakers that are Dolby Atmos tuned, and you can go into the settings and change things around there, but we'll have a listen.
Groot! Tinkle in the cup. We're not looking. What's there to see? What's a twig? Everybody's seen a twig. I'm Groot!
You pour what's in the cup out into space and go in the cup again.
You speak Groot?
That's the toilet on Asgard. It was an elect. You'll know when we're close.
Kevin, of his Changnesia. Who better to jog his memory than someone special from his allegedly erased past? So please welcome to the stage the former Mrs. Ben Chang, Alessandra. Alessandra, come on up.
On here we have high frame rate, we have max, so that's good to see on there. You're going to be getting good graphics up and battery will drain faster, but generally performance wise they worked absolutely fine. So from what I can tell, the speakers get quite loud, very loud, which is good. They're not really bass heavy, but they do. And then for the Honor Pad X9, we have 6 speakers which are Honor Hissen tuned, and these speakers were really good in my experience. You get loud sound. Both don't really have much bass to them, but the Honor Pad X9 speakers were definitely much louder. So we'll stop that one. Then you have this with AirDrop, it comes up with a similar one, and another example here was Shazam. So you have this bar come up. So it's similar to Dynamic Island, but obviously for So with the Tab M11, we're working with the MediaTek Helio G88 processor that comes with 4GB of RAM, 128GB of eMMC storage. Benchmarks, for our entry-level CPU is to be expected. You're not going to be getting any drastic scores, but benchmarks are benchmarks. Real usage of the tablet is what you would expect. You're going to get, your odd delays here and there. Apps will take a few seconds to load. So you have to be a bit patient. It's not snappy as you would expect from higher CPUs. But if you have a bit of patience, then it'll be absolutely fun. So we'll just check out some app loading times here. So for the Honor Pad X9, we're working with the Snapdragon 685 CPU, and it is slightly better than the MediaTek Helio G88. So performance will be a little bit better on the Honor Pad X9. Nothing drastic, I would say. And you also get turbo RAM with the Honor Pad X9. So a total of 7GB of RAM, which helps with multitasking and things like that, which the Lenovo Tab M11 doesn't have. And then you also have various settings like performance mode in the battery settings. And then we'll just have a quick look at some benchmark scores. Geekbench 6 here, slightly higher than what we got on the Helio G88. And then Wildlife, marginal differences really. But using the tablet, like I said, it might be the same kind of scenario, maybe a few seconds here and there, but it is a little bit snappier than the Helio G88. But again, might need a bit of patience here and there. These are budget tablets and entry-level CPUs on both of the tablets. So we'll just have a quick look at app loading and opening. So we'll check out gaming on the Tab M11, and some games will allow you to bump up the graphics settings to the highest, but like I said, it's not built for performance in that way, so you will be able to do casual gaming, but prolonged gaming will see the tablet heating up, which I did experience, and that will ultimately affect performance as CPU throttling will be going on, GPU throttling, those things. PUBG, again, settings on here for graphics, HD was the highest that you can pick. Anything higher than that wasn't allowed, and you can choose high frame rate. But similar experience in gaming, so your intensive games will have limited graphics in certain things, and if you do bump them past the recommended settings, you will get battery drain and slight performance issues after long periods of use. And then for Genshin Impact, I'm just gonna bump everything up again to highest. And it wasn't running as smooth as it would be on a tablet, on a CPU that could handle the higher graphic settings, but playable. So casual gaming is absolutely fine on a tablet like this. So for the Honor Pad X9, we have similar kind of story as the Tab 11, but you do have slightly higher settings. For example, here in Call of Duty, I can do very high on the graphics and then high for refresh rate. So you will get slightly better graphical performance with the Honor Pad X9. So again, casual gaming, fine on these tablets, but for heavier gaming, longer sessions, you'll probably have to look elsewhere with a CPU, GPU that is more capable. But for casual gaming, not a problem. On the Tab M11, we're running Lenovo's UI, so it's i5 here. So we get 2 major Android updates and security patches through 2028 with the Lenovo Tab M11, so that's really good to see. And whether they come through with that will remain to be seen. But Lenovo tablets are, designed for productivity. That's their main aim and kind of USP. So if you are looking for a tablet designed for productivity, then you can't go wrong with the Lenovo Tab M11. You have various features built in: floating windows, split screen. You have a floating taskbar at the bottom, pop-out top bars on the side where you can quickly switch between apps, pick apps, get apps to load in floating windows. You can have split screen with floating windows. So there's loads of different settings that will allow you to kind of make the most out of productivity. And then obviously the built-in Tab Pen functionality definitely helps with that. We'll check out what the control panel looks like. So you have various options. If you want to add things, take them away. And again, software is fine for me. And obviously the processor was affecting using the software itself, but you have loads of various things built in. So your connection stuff, Lenovo Freestyle. On here, biometrics wise, we only have password and face unlock. You have Tab Pen settings that you can choose from, like hover. So you can have things like that. Then you have a dedicated PC mode, which is quite good, and I enjoyed using this. So again, for productivity, 100% Lenovo Tab M11 is the way to go. For the Honor Pad X9, we're running macOS 7.1 on Android 13. And I am a fan of the OS on here. It's very similar to iOS. Well, no, I say very similar, but a lot of elements are quite similar. We'll have a look at the control center. Clean and tidy. So you do have like this pull tab on the bar, so you can jump into different apps from there. And again, you have floating windows in here as well. And split screen works absolutely fine. You can do that. Excuse my face dish and my crazy hair. So split screen on this tablet was fine. I guess the processor does help with that being a bit smoother. And then, like I said, people prefer different UIs compared to other ones. The one on the Honor Pad X9 was fine for me. So you have examples up here, like their own kind of app market. And then just have a look around at different things. So there's your multitasking. You can swipe down to search for different apps. The Tab M11 has 7040 milliamp hour battery and it can support 15-watt charging. And if we just look at the settings, we have your normal kind of settings built in, charge optimization, charge protection, things like that, which is good to see. And then you have things like battery saver, which obviously you'd expect on literally every device nowadays. And then PC mark, 7 hours 10 minutes with the screen brightness set to 75%, but a massive drop there towards the end, so I'm not sure what happened there, but generally it's good enough. You'll get what you expect from a battery this size. The Lenovo Tab M11 gets around 10 hours of video playback as claimed by Lenovo. For the Honor Pad X9, we have a battery that's 7250 milliamp hours, so not too far from there. Supports about 13 hours of local video playback, which is reasonable. And for me, the battery on here was quite good. I would say slightly better than the Lenovo Tab M11. So we have a look at battery settings. You have different stuff here, smart charge, things like that. The battery does support 22.5 watt quick charge, so that's good to see. And because of the large battery, you're looking at around just over 3 hours to get from 0 to 100. So thanks for watching, guys, and that was just a quick comparison between the two tablets. And personally, my choice, it would go, if you're looking for media consumption and slightly better gaming performance, then yes, the Honor Pad X9 would probably be the better tablet. When it comes to productivity, I would have to say the Lenovo Tab M11 is a lot better with the dedicated stylus support and the fact that you can use the Tab Pen Plus with the tablet as well. So I would definitely go with that if you're looking for more of a productive tablet. With Honor Pad X9 can handle productivity to a certain degree, but you just have them extra built-in features on the Lenovo Tab M11, which makes the experience a little bit better. But both tablets are absolutely fine for media consumption, and you know, the screen specs are the same. The 120 Hz on the Pad X9 is definitely nice to see, but the 90 Hz on the Tab M11 is also good. So in my eyes, both tablets are good value for money, and there isn't much of a difference. You could say 30-40 pound difference between the two, but you do get the Tab Pen with the Lenovo Tab M11. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hope this video was useful. If you want to see more tech reviews, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.